There have been coaches and people in power positions in my life that have shut me down and made me feel small. Although those individuals have had a power over me, they were not true leaders. I will be discussing my personal philosophy of leadership through a presentation of images. My hope is that you will be able to understand leadership through my lens by the end of this presentation. I believe leadership is a process of collaboration. My philosophy of leadership involves using my relationships with other people to lead and adapting my style of leadership based on the person I am trying to work with. As a student athlete and future veterinarian, it is important to learn how to lead different people. My changing style of leadership did not make sense to me until I read Northhaus's Leadership Theory and Practice. The situational leadership is based on adapting the style to the person being led based on competence and commitment. The 4 styles that are suited for different followers are directing, coaching, supporting, and delegating. I value empathy, trust, authenticity, and growth in my approach to leadership. These values are directly tied to how I will lead. The principles that guide my approach are active listening, empowering instead of controlling, and adapting my style to fit the situation and the person. These principles and values support my ability to lead others because I will work to understand a person and their needs to help them in the right way. I work hard to help people grow instead of control them. Listening is important to build trust and foster an authentic relationship with others. One skill I possess is a high emotional intelligence that helps me be aware of myself. I have been known to read the room very well and understand other people's feelings. I am a great listener and enjoy listening to others. I communicate clearly and purposefully. Most importantly, I am great at lifting other people up and producing growth in others. The sources of power I will seek to develop are referent power and expert power, from Northaus 2016. I will develop expert power by going to vet school and never settling for the knowledge I have, and I will develop referent power by being a reliable person that is authentic and empathetic, focused on my values. As a relational leader, I will build a space to empower all constituents. This looks like shared responsibility in the workplace and giving power away. To empower all people, I will prioritize building trust through active listening and transparency. To lead ethically, I will align my actions with my shared values. I will focus on collaboration and not just the outcome. I will lead with my understanding of myself and other people to empower them in the way they need. I will listen to people and make them feel valued for their skills. I'll be clear about expectations, but give space for creativity and individualism. I will identify and set goals through open communication and assess the situations and use collaboration with other people in the goal-setting process. To manage conflict, I will pay attention and read the room. I will empathize and try to understand every point of view, and I will build a safe environment to speak up. To manage change, I will connect the change to mission, values, and purpose. I will communicate openly. I will give support and options for resources, and I will be present and honest. One important aspect of leadership is engaging your followers. I will do this by building trust. I will find out what motivates them. I will listen actively. I will personally stay authentic and consistent, and I will get people excited about the mission, vision, and the goals of what we are trying to accomplish. The components of authentic leadership are self-awareness, internalized moral perspective, balancing processing, and relational transparency. This means to understand yourself, use your morals and values to guide your behavior, analyze information objectively, and be open and honest about your true self. This information was found from Northaus Chapter 9. 2 approaches to become an authentic leader include the practical approach and the theoretical approach. The practical approach is about developing passion, behavior, connectedness, consistency, and compassion to become an authentic leader, and it means to know the real sense of purpose. The theoretical approach is to be self-aware, lead with heart, and focus on trust. Situational leadership is all about assessing the individual. Leaders match the style to the competence and the commitment of followers. They change the degree of directing or supporting to meet the needs of followers. Basically, they evaluate and assess the followers. This is found in Northaus Chapter 5. Applying the situational leadership approach looks like first determining the nature of the situation by asking questions, then using those answers to the questions to identify the correct developmental level of the individual, and then adapting the style depending on competence and commitment. The 4 styles are directing, coaching, supporting, and delegating. Northaus Chapter 5. To individually develop my leadership skills, I will focus on self-reflection, maybe some journaling, and some leadership style assessments. I will be self-aware and regulate emotions under stress and practice communicating in different ways. Personally, I want to give power away and delegate more, and seek feedback. To develop leadership skills in other people, I will encourage self-reflection and journaling. I will build in time for leadership style assessments if I am in a position of authority. I will lead by example. I will teach emotional intelligence. I will give people challenges outside of their comfort zone, and I will invest in their individual growth. As a future veterinarian who wants to work in a clinic and possibly own one someday, leading in my future work looks like delegating, coaching, supporting, or directing depending on individual needs of my coworkers. I will have to manage my emotions under pressure. I want to create a culture of trust and honesty. I want to promote ethical decision-making in medicine and always stand up for what's right. The 4 things that closely align with my beliefs and goals are collaboration, interpersonal relationships, empathy, and growth. Veterinary teams work toward the shared goal of an animal's well-being. Vets have to build trust and loyalty with clients to have difficult conversations correctly. We have to be empathetic to connect with grieving or anxious clients and adapt to the changing world of medicine. People always wonder why I want to be a vet. If I love animals so much, why would I want to put them down? I had to put my cat down, and it was the most emotional thing I've ever experienced. We hired a vet to do it in our home so Harley was comfortable. That vet took the time to empathize with us and show our cat love. I want to be able to establish this relationship with my clients in hard times.